I believe it was Darman who said, what stays in the dark always comes to light. Unfortunately, that doesn't apply to the Epstein files, but it does apply to vocaloids like Megurine and Luka and their disgusting secrets. After all, it's a bit fishy how despite Luka's prominence to the Vocaloid community as a whole, I've hardly seen any fan-made content made about her, as opposed to the copious amounts of teto and Miku memes I've seen pop up on my feed. It's almost like she's being censored. But why? Well, there's lots of reasons behind this censorship, which I'm about to explore. But just remember, as Friedrich Nietzsche once said, there are no eternal facts, and there are also no absolute truths, which applies to Vocaloid characters really well, because there's so many interpretations of Luka out there, built upon by Vocaloid artists, with each one of them being as important as the other, making it that there are indeed hardly any absolute truths behind a voice synthesizer like Luka, aside from the official characterization. I can say for an absolute fact that outside a working environment, a 20-year-old probably shouldn't be hanging around a 16-year-old and two 14-year-olds. And this is proven to be the case. There's a version of Luka which appears in the hit song Rin-chan Now, where in this song, both Miku and Luka crush heavily on Rin in a perverted manner. Wait, oh my god, Yuri mentioned? But at the same time, Rin's 14 and Luka's 20. The maths aren't adding up, which explains why I haven't been seeing that much Luka content on my feed, because she controls the media, and she's trying to stay out of the limelight, so newer Vocaloid fans who don't play Project Diva like I do won't find out about the disgusting truth behind her. Because every single Luka is canon, the Luka in Rin-chan Now is in fact canon. And while I can already hear some people whinging that Luka's not a pedo, she's just a fictional character, to which I say, don't take this video so seriously, and don't worry, I don't hate Luka at all, even though I pulled her the other day from a gacha machine when I really want to make you a Rin instead. But what I don't love her for is the fact that she's surprisingly similar.
You like Huey Lewis on the news?
Surprisingly similar to Patrick Bateman. This similarity could lead to her having the same detrimental effect to her youth that Patrick Bateman has, if not worse, because of the way she appeals to everyone on the gender spectrum. A common interpretation of Megurine and Luka, which is shared with Patrick Bateman, is her emotional hollowness and her calm composure. While a calm composure characteristic is due to a mature, smooth voice available on a voice bank, which obviously means that the songs using her will be befitting of this, those songs could lead to many "she just like me for reals." And this shared emotional hollowness carries on to the obsession with appearances, which Luka is guilty of due to a plethora of outfits available which she looks stunning in all of them, creating for an unrealistic standard of beauty. Reflecting that of the evils of materialism, which is exactly what American Psycho tries to critique. Which obviously means Patrick Bateman's going to share this characteristic with Luka, which he does, as throughout the movie, Patrick Bateman's obsession with appearance is shown to us through his weird-ass skincare routine and his obsession with having his suit be dry cleaned throughout the movie. While Luka obviously isn't a critique of materialism, her shared characteristics create a potent danger which can lead to fans relating to Luka, which isn't necessarily a bad thing about Vocaloid. It's actually a really awesome thing how anyone can be Miku, Rin, or Luka. And I know what I'm talking about hasn't really happened for what I've seen, so please don't take this as me hating Luka, because I really do love her songs. And obviously cosplaying Luka's fine, but what I'm saying is just purely for the sake of content, because it's fun for me to do character comparisons. Especially really wild ones that on the surface don't make sense. I know I was yapping a bit there, but the whole schizo rant came from an idea that popped into my head when I was playing How I Worker on Project Diva. Because in my brain, it drew parallels between Luka and an investment banker. And we all know how investment bankers control the world to a degree. Like I said earlier, Luka controls the world. Well, at least to a degree. Because Luka being the first Vocaloid to bridge a gap for the linguistical barriers of Vocaloid opened up the possibility of the use of voice synthesizers for a global market, which makes Luka the driving force of globalization in Vocaloid. And as much as she tries to hide from the limelight because of allegations previously mentioned, she's still quite a polarizing figure. So much so that hundreds of thousands of people have talked to her on the Character AI website. And if that Luka AI gained sentience like Grok did before Elon made AI Hitler, imagine the power Luka would have over the individual's world for the people who are talking to her on the website. And while there's no absolute truth behind some of these, they're still pretty disgusting. And that's pretty much it, gang. I don't have much more to say because I procrastinated so much for this video and now it's pretty late for